Okay, so back to the monster hunting. You're gonna have to ignore the noise in the background. I've got my children also playing video games just next door to me. So, just a recap, these are my monster cards from the last go round. I have got 18 out of, or no, 19 out of 48. No, 29 out of 48. And 8 out of 24. So, and because the puzzle cards are in all the way across, 6 across, and then 4 down, I have kind of made a thing so I can keep all the puzzles together. So today we are going to attempt to get more. I have a total of 5 packs. I'm only opening 2 tonight because last time I did this and I opened 4, it was about 2 hours long. As of right now, we typically have, let's see, the Winged, the Griffin, the Winged Panther, the Mummy. They were our repeats. So let's go ahead and open up the next couple ones. Yep, sorry. It's because there's an old card from 91. It's kind of bowed a little. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it is what it is. It happens over time. But again, I used to collect these when I was little. So, let's see what we got. Okay, we've got the Beast. We got another Chimera. Another Hobgoblin. I'm trying to get it to where the Bigfoot's upside down. Hey, Baba Yaga. This was actually one of my favorite cards. Okay, so we do have more in here. So last time I read off the backs of every one of the monsters that I got, but that's a little much, which is why I'm only going to do the 2 packs and not the all 5 of them. But I want to see where at my puzzle pieces are going. So again, these came out in like 91. I was a really big fan of these as a kid. Still am. So, yay. We've got 16 and 15. Right? Yes. So they go down in this, right? I might actually be able to collect this entire series. Like, there wasn't really a whole lot of them. But again, they were like blind packs from back in the day. So let's see. I'm like super excited. So yeah. Right, so back to the other card, or the other cards before I get into everything else. We'll put the puzzle pieces up first, and then we will go after all the other cards. My dad was a collector, so he showed me how to open up the card packs without totally destroying the packs. Thanks, Dad. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we've got a repeat of our puzzle. We've got 16 and number 2, so we've got 2 repeats. 16 and number 2 on the puzzles. And yeah, I live next to a train track. So we've got Rock, we got the Gremlin, we got the Vampirus, Kato, I'm sorry, I can't say that, but it's cute. Look at that little face. And another harpy, and another one of these. So, now, because I know we've already got some of these, I'm going to take them out. I'm not going to reread their backs. Okay. But I am going to attempt to put them in order of their point value based on the back of the checklist. So, yep, so there's a repeat. Which really the repeats just end up being like bookmarks. Or I can use them for something else later. But for the most part, I didn't have a whole bunch of repeats. So, let's see what we put up first. Also, I bit my nails recently, so I don't have a whole lot of gripping. We got Collie. And I hate that Collie is put in here as a monster because technically, I thought she was a god. I could be mistaken. So let's see what we've got. Who comes after the... Okay, we still don't have either of those. So, and this is a whole blank sheet in between. So we're missing Tengen and Triton the Kraken. Okay, so Bigfoot is literally the... Okay, it's the 17th one in the list. So, 2, 3, 4, 8. So he goes in the very bottom. And then the next one will be Baba Yaga. That goes next. Now, wait a minute. Where'd Bigfoot go? I've lost the Bigfoot card. Again, Bigfoot always takes off and hides. Oh, there he is. Okay. So it looks like Bigfoot is behind this one. Okay, so Bigfoot goes right in here. Okay, maybe I should read his thing first, though. Alright, so Bigfoot. It says 15 points. Also known as Sasquatch, the Yeti, and Alma. Also, I've heard him being called Skunkate and the Grassman, which is confusing. But his species is giant humanoid born in the mountains of the North Americans in 1800s, 10 feet, 5 inches tall, weighs 650 pounds. Mountains and frozen wastelands of North America. A large monster with a hairy body, long arms, big feet, and a hunched back. And a lumbering gait. That gait this awesome creature is part man, part ape, and part NFL linebacker. Ooh, we're going to tell those kind of jokes tonight. Although he normally keeps to himself, Bigfoot will attack viciously when provoked using rocks and boulders as weapons. He is frequently sighted, but has yet to be captured. Many trackers who have followed his giant footprints through the snow have never returned. He's known to eat polar bears, Eskimos, and Eskimo pies for dessert. All right. And apparently, if you take a giant branch and you start knocking on trees, it's called tree knocking, and you can talk to Bigfoot. But let's not try that. I do not encourage that kind of shenanigans. Okay, so next we've got the beast. Right, the beast. Where is he at on this list? Oh, he is going to be towards the back. He's literally the sixth one from the end. Okay. So from this card here, Chiron, or Choron, he is the very next one. Okay. So the beast. Point value is 5. Humanoid animal, born 1756 in an English castle, 6 feet tall. Lives in dreary mansion hidden away in European forest. Once a handsome young prince, the beast was cursed by an evil fairy who turned him into a frightful creature. Resembling two-legged lion. In order to break the spell, which would allow him to regain his good looks and return to his kingdom, the beast must find a beauty here who will agree to become his wife. Unfortunately, most women are not interested in marrying someone who has fleas, likes to eat live sheep, and snores loudly. This monster wears a cape and carries a sword, which can be used to turn his enemies into stone. That's a new one. He is often seen loitering around shopping malls, offering roses to eligible women in hopes that they will become his queen and transform him from the king of beasts to the king of his castle. Aww. I feel like that didn't make me sad enough for him as it was. I mean, seriously. That was one of my favorite stories from Disney. Although, the actual fairy tale is way darker than that. So now we have the beast. The next one we've got is Rock. Alright, so Rock is 10 points, giant bird, the Middle East in 700 AD, 80-foot wingspan, Great Islands of Madagascar off the coast of eastern Africa. At about the same size as a passenger plane, the Rock is the largest of the flying monsters It preys on elephants, taking them from the jungle and zoos and carrying them off to the mountains where they are fed to their young, the rocklets. The eggs of the roc are huge and highly prized. When eaten, these eggs will magically restore youth. Here we go again, fountain of youth. To the elderly. However, the roc is very protective of its nest eggs and will viciously attack any intruding armies or ships, dropping huge boulders like bombs from the sky. Some rocs can be tamed with music and even ridden like a flying horse. Their favorite music? Rock and roll, of course. Okay, so let's see where our roc is. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? I love those colors. See, as a kid, this would have been one of those that I would want as a pet. Let's see where he's at. He is behind the vampire, which I don't have. Okay, so from the red cap, which I do have, 1, 2. Okay, from red cap, he is 9 back from the red cap. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I still love this bird. He's so pretty. All right, our next one is the gremlin. Honestly, I'm going to say it. It kind of reminds me of this little guy. Aw. Yep, little gremlins. Although that's a little plunderling. Okay, so gremlin. 10 points. Species fairy, born in England during World War I. Size 20 inches tall, habitat underground near airports throughout the world. Underground near airports throughout the world. Surprisingly enough, these impish monsters are responsible for many of the great technological developments earlier in the century. However, since they never received any credit for this, they have dedicated themselves to making people's lives miserable, especially airplane pilots. Gremlins love to fly, but since they have no wings, they will sneak aboard airplanes and create mischief. This includes changing the plane's direction, breaking the radio, causing turbulence, overbooking flights, and drinking the fuel. They're so fond of gasoline. They are known to vacation at major oil spills. So next time you're abroad, an airplane, see, it says aboard. I keep saying abroad. An airplane. And it starts to get a little bumpy. Make sure you're not sitting in, it starts getting bumpy. Make sure you are sitting in the no gremlin section. Okay. And that's our gremlin. So where are you at, Mr. Gremlin? So you're actually right behind the roc. So here we go. Behind the roc. Okay, so next up is our Vampiress. Okay, so I remember having her figure. I remember having the Beast's figure. So let's see here. This should be fairly easy. Oh, let's take the Harpy out of this too, because we already have the Harpy. All right. Vampiress. Points 10. Reanimated corpse is a species. Born 1610. 5 feet tall. Oh God, she's shorter than me. Finally, something shorter than me. Well, other than the gremlin, but still not the point. Habitat lives in a coffin in Transylvania. As a result of strange bloodlines with the male vampire, number 33, the Empress depends on a constant supply of unsuspecting blood donors to preserve her eternal youth. Sometimes disguised as a bat, black cat, or bloodhound, she prowls the night in search of her next victim, using her sharp fangs to pump their plasma. The Vampiress is the Vampiress is a striking creature with her red eyes, matching dress, and long, sharp fingernails, which are also red, painted from her victim's blood. I don't know if they realize this or not, but blood turns brown after it dries. The only safe place to see this brutal, blood-sucking brunette is in front of your TV, as she often moonlights as a hostess on late night creature features. Okay, they're talking about Vampirella now. I love her. But that is our Vampiress, and where is she going? Okay, she's right behind the gremlin, so on this side. On the top. Okay. Let's see. We've got this guy now. I think he's super cute. He looks like a gargoyle. Catoblepus? I don't know. I feel like I butchered that name. I just find him adorable. Look at him. Okay. Let's see what we got. Points 15. Species animal hybrid. Born 4,000 years ago in Africa. Stands 4 feet high with 4-foot wings. Lives on the Ethiopian border near the Nile River. Although he's a perfect pet for Medusa, excuse me, so he is a pet. You probably wouldn't want this monster sleeping under your bed at night. Catoblepus has the wings of a dragon, the body of a buffalo, and the head of a wild hog. He not only can't fly. Oh, poor baby. But drags his stomach through the mud as he lazily waddles across the ground. Okay, that just makes him sound like a potbelly pig, and I just wanted more. Catoblepus rarely lifts its fat head up to look, but if he does, watch out. His stare will turn you into stone faster than you can say buffalo wings, which incidentally were named after him. So if you happen to come across Cantoblepus as he is out grazing on his favorite snack, poison ivy, beware of his stare, as it will bring new meaning to the word Stone Age. Okay, he's adorable. I don't care. It just makes me want him more. And he eats poison ivy, which is great because my family has a long history of people being allergic to poison ivy. So he would be great to have around. Where do you go? Okay, he goes after Bigfoot. Okay. See, here's the Bigfoot. So he is Bigfoot. Okay, there he goes. He is right here on this third one here. He is so precious. I mean, look at that face. How can you say no to that face? Okay, so now we're working with Callie. And then our last card will be Baba Yaga. Okay. Callie. Callie, point value 15. What do you know? I pronounced right. Pronounce Kaylee. Pronounce Kaylee. Ooh, my bad. Humanoid species. Born unknown. Size 7 feet tall. Habitat the jungle of India. This humanoid hag, I really wish they wouldn't call her a hag. She's pretty. But I see the world differently. I don't think she's ugly. I don't think she looks like a hag. From this humanoid hag from India is really just an ugly mother who loves her children, loves them to death. That is, after working up an appetite performing her famous her famous dance of death, she heads home to eat her children eats her children or anyone else's she can strangle with her iron hook. This bad luck beauty has dark skin, which she sheds like a snake. The red hands on each of her forearms. Kaylee wears a necklace of human teeth and a belt made from shrunken, blood-stained hands. Fortunately, her taste in jewelry has yet to catch up on. Okay, that was new. So that's fun. I still love the artwork on these. And she goes right behind, let's see, where is that? Right behind Baba Yaga, which is, oh, she's before our cute little, where'd he go? Wait, slide over. Now I know I'm losing it. Aha, have to have it to lose it. Which is why I'm monster hunting after all these years. Oh, there he is. Okay, so behind the Bigfoot. After Baba Yaga. So Bigfoot, Baba Yaga. Okay. And right before Cute little cutie. So yeah, let's see. And the last one is the Baba Yaga. And because I already have these, I'm going to use it like this. Baba Yaga, point value 15, species witch, born in Russia during the 12th century, size 6 feet tall. Now she's as tall as my dad. Lives in remote areas of Russian forests. Even Russia has its famous monsters. In this case, it's Baba Yaga, an evil old hag who flies through the sky in a large black kettle propelled by a fiery broomstick. She is known to give children rides and bring them home for dinner. Unfortunately, children are the main course. Baba Yaga lives deep in the forest in a tastefully decorated house. Tastefully decorated house. It sits on top of hen's legs and is surrounded by a fence made of dead men's bones. On the fence are human skulls with candles burning in them. So the next time you're outside after dark looking into the sky, perhaps you will see the sparks from Baba Yaga's broom as she heads out to pick up her next dinner guest. All right, there's Baba Yaga. Oh look, the artist actually signed the card to where you can see their name. They did it on some of these cards. Nope, all of the cards. Oh, that's something I just learned today. The artist signed these cards. That's so cool. Alright, so Baba Yaga goes right next to Bigfoot. There's the Bigfoot. Alright, so that's it. As of right now, let's see how many more cards we have. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There's no way. No. No, I have 27. Huh. Give me a second. I'm gonna get my permanent marker so I can mark them off. I don't even know my permanent marker went all of a sudden. There it is. Oh, this is the good one. This is the super fine print one. Fine point. Okay. I don't know why I said I've got 29 out of 48 if I'm only counting 27. So let's go ahead and see what we got. First set of pages, we've got the Great Beast, the Hydra, the Werewolf. Great Beast, Hydra, Werewolf. We've got the Griffin, the T-Rex. Griffin, T-Rex. Okay, yeah, that page is completed. And the next page only has let's see here. Yeah. So we've got the Baba Yaga now. We got this one and that one. Let's see. Baba Yaga, Harpy. Yeah, we've got almost all of that one except for the one Medusa that comes before the Gremlin. Okay, so now we've got the Gremlin. I'm sorry, the Goblin. Chimera. Ogre. Huh. Okay, so Ogre. And then the Rock and Gremlin. The Vampiress. And the Beast. Okay, nope, that's all of it. So let's see. Interesting. Now I'm counting 26. It could just be because of the fact that I've got different sheets and there's a whole sheet that's not filled. But now we've also got 15, 16 of the puzzles. I may have miscalculated, or for some reason just thought I had 29. Things happen. But that's it. That's the monster hunting. So I'm currently now looking for. Let's see, this is another reason. Okay. Today we've got Bigfoot, Baba Yaga, Kaylee, Kato, Bleepus. We got Rock, who's a beautiful bird, the Gremlin, the Vampiress, the Beast, Yeah, there's 27, not 29. And now we have 10 of the puzzle cards. All right, and that's where we're at. So again, I'm just collecting Monster in My Pocket cards from 1991 because I used to have this collection as a kid. Never had the complete collection, but I recently found at a toy store like 2 hours away from me that is selling retro toys and cards and when I saw these I had to have them, so I've already opened 2 packs tonight, and next Monday I'll open up 2 more. Hopefully by then I'll have an extra pack, or maybe by then I'll have them all. So 27 out of 48 is not bad. 10 out of 24 is not bad. And I'm not getting a whole lot of duplicates. And again, that's my kids playing video games in the next room over. I have an open floor plan. So typically what happens is my extras, I end up either using them as bookmarks, or I don't know, maybe I'll find something else to do with them. Who knows? But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys have fun and stay safe.